Anybody from Jonesboro will know that from 10th grade forward, Dustin wore a suit and tie to school every single day. Anybody in their right mind would think that would be a recipe for disaster, but Dustin is the only person to this day that could pull that off, and he did it magnificently.
Well, Dustin's one of those people that when he walks in the room, everybody lights up because they love to see him, and he is very, very funny.
He makes people laugh in a way that very few people really do, and he does it in such a smart way that he can actually make a point at the same time.
He was a Kappa Sig at Fayetteville, and he came home and went to work as a policeman, and I think that he learned a lot in that. I think he learned how to deal with people and handle people on a face-to-face basis.
Dustin was an excellent cop, in no small part thanks to having his own in-house dummy for training purposes. So if there was ever anybody on whom tests needed to be done for proper handcuffing techniques to find out where the line was for excessive force, that's why God made little brothers.
But he chose to go to law school, and like his father.
I think Dustin is a good representative of that morphing and evolution and growth at the Bowen School.
He assembled a law firm basically there in the AG's office that would compete with law firms, our top law firms in the state, and I think the proof in the pudding is, look at where all those lawyers that work for Dustin have gone to work now, and they are distinguishing themselves in the field of law in Arkansas.
Felt like we really did some great things when I was Attorney General, but I remember just watching Dustin over his 8 years in that office, and I was just in awe because they were just, everything we were doing, they were just doing it better.
One of the first things that he did in the Attorney General's office was really ramp up the Consumer Protection Division of the Attorney General's office.
Dustin wanted Arkansas to be viewed as a national player in these types of issues.
Everybody loves Dustin. They love being around him. He's fun, he's funny, he's just good company. But what that does is that sort of masks the real Dustin, which is a very smart, capable person.
It's a lot easier for a lot of people to contribute money than it is time. But Dustin is one of those rare individuals that when he believes in a program, he's going to not only commit his money, but he's going to commit his time.
He still works with police officers and law enforcement doing training, and he serves as a reserve deputy in Poinsett County, which he loves immensely. He gets a blue light, he gets a gun, and that makes Dustin very happy.
By Dustin making sure that there was a revenue stream for both the law schools, what you're doing is you're training Arkansans to make a positive impact in Arkansas. Having good, well-trained, well-qualified lawyers around the state, it does nothing but make Arkansas better.
Anything that he has been involved in, he moves to the head of the class. You know, when Dustin goes in, he goes all in.
I think it's really hard for anybody to start anything new, any kind of business, whatever it happens to be. And to start your own law firm, it's not easy. And of course, Dustin's pulled it off like no one else I've ever seen.
We're fortunate to have someone like Dustin McDaniel in the state of Arkansas.
The great thing about him really is just how substantive and how real he is. And I will say this, he's a great father and a great husband. I've seen that firsthand.
It's easy to sit here and brag on my brother, but that is not the case. In my view, he's the most talented lawyer that I've ever personally had the privilege to know and work with or work against.
To me, when I heard that Dustin was going to receive this honor, I thought no one deserves it more than Dustin. He's been a great ambassador for the Bowen School.